Oh, well, Andrew, the IDF and the Shin Bet Security Agency have confirmed that a major operation did take place at the hospital, and they have released a fairly lengthy statement. Now, while that statement doesn't address those allegations of civilian deaths per se, it does reveal that this was a fairly sizable operation on the IDF's part. They say that they managed to arrest around 90 terror operatives, including a number of people that participated in the October 7th attacks. They also say that while they were inside the hospital, troops located large caches of weapons, including assault rifles, RPGs, explosive devices, and military equipment. They also released video which reportedly shows weapons being stored in incubators at the hospital's maternity ward, and they said that it was being used as a Hamas control centre as part of the conflict with Israel. Now, of course, we know that the WHO has been saying that with tens of thousands of people displaced in Gaza, hospital grounds are increasingly being used by civilians to try and stay safe. They have urged Israel to exercise caution while these operations are taking place. But as for those specific allegations regarding the bulldozers, we are just going to have to wait and see how Tel Aviv responds to that, because we've not got any more detail on what exactly happened on the ground regarding the civilians.
I mean, Trent, international pressure is tangibly increasing on the Israeli government. We've got the US Secretary of Defense, Lloyd Austin, on his way to Israel now. What can we expect from that, do you think?
Yeah, the shuttle diplomacy taking place between the United States and Israel seems to continue. Of course, we have to remember Jake Sullivan was just in town a few days ago, the National Security Advisor, but Lloyd Austin arriving imminently. And what we are hearing from the Pentagon is some prefacing, if you will, around what he will discuss with the Israeli government. And the language is quite hard in many ways. The official at the Pentagon is saying that the US is going to ask Israel to, quote, define milestones for its war against Hamas and communicate US expectations as civilian casualties mount. It goes on to say that they'll be asking for metrics that the Israelis are using in order to transition to the next phase of the war, kind of moving away from these high-tempo combat clearance operations to more targeted operations with high-value individuals, and they say they'd like to drill down on efforts to try and mitigate harm to civilians. So look, we'll have to wait and see what the end result is from those meetings, but what Jake Sullivan said when he was here 3 days ago is he did express US concerns, but the two countries do still remain aligned when it comes to for the need to eradicate Hamas as a threat to Israel.
And Trent, also the French foreign minister in Israel, after a French government worker was reportedly killed in Gaza?
Yeah, that's right. The French foreign minister holding discussions with her counterpart Eli Cohen here in Israel and expressing a view on behalf of France that a lasting and durable ceasefire is required. She knocked back criticism that such a ceasefire would be a gift to Hamas, instead saying it was required in order to try and save lives within the Gaza Strip. Interestingly, Eli Cohen, the foreign minister of Israel, said France could play a key role in trying to reduce tensions on Israel's northern border. We, of course, know there's been skirmishes with Hezbollah fighters up in that part of the country. France, of course, having historical links and a reasonably cordial relationship with authorities in Beirut. The Israelis are hoping potentially they may be able to try and help negotiate with Hezbollah to avoid this conflict in Gaza now spilling over in a major way to the Lebanese border. So we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, so many moving parts and a fluid situation, but certainly the diplomatic efforts seem to be really ramping up as that war continues for its 72nd day.